Let me bring in one of my colleagues, Lethiwe Mdluli, who joins me now for an update from another part of KwaZulu-Natal. She's in Durban, where preliminary estimates are that about 20 billion rand could be lost to the metro's gross domestic product, GDP. Let's speak to Lethiwe Mdluli about how things are looking this morning in Durban. Lethiwe, the city of Durban, one of those cities that was the scene of rampant looting and destruction of property in the last few days. The scenes that we were seeing around Queen Nandi Drive, for example, were absolutely heartbreaking in terms of the impact on the economy. What's the situation this morning where you are?
Well, Tula Caesar, I can tell you that a lot of people have been left destitute, especially those looters that we found on South Coast Road and also on Queen Nandi Drive. I went back to South Coast Road this morning and only to find the looters that were dispersed by the members of the SANDF last night back at it, trying to claim what they say is theirs. But currently in Durban, there's a huge outcry for petrol, for essentials such as bread and also milk. Because of the looting, a lot of shops are closed, a lot of petrol stations are closed. And currently where I am right now in the Durban CBD, we found an open petrol station in a stroke of luck. So I'm just going to ask my colleague to show you exactly what is happening. There is a long line of cars. Motorists are desperate to find petrol stations that are operating. There are a few petrol stations operating in the northern parts of the city, but those places have been blocked off from non-residents. Basically, if you go to Mhlanga, you'll see placards on the roads saying that only residents in that area are allowed in. So a lot of people have been desperate to get fuel. And the visuals that you're seeing on your screens right now are motorists who've been desperate for fuel. I'm going to try and speak to a few of them and see if they'll allow me. As you can see, there are guys here who are trying to coordinate the whole process, letting motorists in. I'm going to ask my colleague Francois to just basically walk with me. I'm going to try and speak to this motorist and find out how hard it was for him to get petrol. Sawubona bhuti njani? Siyaphila nathi. Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi usuhambe isikhathi esingakanani ubheka upetrol?
Hey, we're saying traveling to Mlazi, in fact, izolo ukhona uphele khona phambi kwami. So kwakuthi petrol lang nawo so nje bengihamba ngelamba lokugcina uma ujafeka manje khanye ilamba imoto yami.
Emlazi zikhona indawo la nikwazi ukuya khona nje enizwile.
No, I can't be 600 sis. 600 yeah, petrol. Yeah.
Yebo, usakaza ukuthi Emlazi akho ndawo.
Yeah, no. Kahle kale ngihambeki, but manje ngiyabona abantu baya move there and there. Kodwa mawufika from Mega City, iveni ikhumba idlule.
Sekukuthatha isikhathi esingakanani ukuthi ufike la?
Hey, wethu sikade ngivukile mina ngifike la mhlambe kusanda 8. Kodwa kuloko ngimuva kancane.
Niyayithola kodwa izinto ezifana nezinkwa nobisi.
Azikho izinkwa engifike bezidayisa la ngaphesheya bathi isinkwa esisodwa 30 rand. So hayi ukuthi abantu abanye bayathenga abanye bazithenga.
So igarage lokuqala lelo litholile elivuliwe?
Yes lokuqala leli ngoba kulawa awu3 endlule kona Emlazi begcwele kakhulu kadlula khona ngazothenga la.
Ngiyabonga bhuti. So, Tula, as you can hear, this gentleman here has been looking for an open petrol station, but he has been unable to find it. He's coming from Umlazi, and he's been waiting in line since 8 a.m. in the morning to try and get fuel. So those are some of the problems that a lot of people here in the city are experiencing. I'm just going to ask my colleague Francois to show you exactly the long line that is currently building up here. I'm also going to try and speak to this motorist right here and see what he says regarding his problem here. Regarding his problem with petrol. Hi, bhuti njani? Ngiyaphila. Inkinga yena petrol injani?
Bese simo 2 hours isilinde upetrol lana. Yabona nje manje umuntu udlela sekhathele ngayo awazi usizwenza njani. But ke ngoba useseduza kufani but nje into esicelayo sicela ukuthi le situation izamuwehla yabo abantu bayiphathe kahle ukuze sikwazi ukuthi ama services siwathole on time abantu yasibambezele besenza into zethu
indaba zokudla kona niyasithola nje isinkwa anyway
isinkwa manje sesinyukile from u15 sesu30 rand isinkwa le stratini so it shows ukuthi system ngempela icollapsile kakhulu so if ngasisiza nje ukuthi angeke ngize ngithi uhulumeni uthi asisiza angazi if people can calm the situation down sikwazi ukuthi sibe nendlela yaphambili then I think everything will come back into order ne economy izobuyela esimeni sikwazi ukuthi sithole izinto at the right price because then inflate ama prices ayo yonke into all right sibonge mina.
So Tulas, those are some of the concerns from these motorists. They are saying that they haven't been able to find any bread, and if you do find bread being sold, the prices are inflated. So I'm just going to ask Francois to show you the line because the line is quite hectic here in the Durban CBD. Hopefully you get those visuals, and excuse us for the shaky visuals, but we're just moving around trying to paint a picture of what's currently happening here in the Durban CBD.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli. We're going to stay with your visuals.